So you've got your copy written, you've got access to images, but how do you go about pairing the two? Fear not, friend, I've got you covered with 3 different approaches you can take to pair your copy with your images. But first, if you're new here, hi, I'm Michaela Bucchianeri, psychologist turned copy coach, and I help you bring more of your in-person magic to your online presence, attracting dream clients, patients, and customers with words that connect. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe for new videos each week. This video is part of a series designed to help you navigate the often tricky world of pairing words and images. And I'm featuring, as part of this series, my go-to resource for all things images, Social Squares. And I'm offering a free gift if you try Social Squares using my link below, but I'll share more about that at the end of the video. So one approach you can take when you're pairing words and visuals is to go with no obvious connection at all. This is just what it sounds like when there's not an obvious link between the content of what you're sharing and the visuals that you're pairing it with. So for example, this might be a beautiful interior shot of a home paired with copy talking about a theme you noticed emerging in your work that week. Or it could be a close macro shot of food or beverage to accompany a caption about a pivotal moment in your life that has nothing to do with that food or beverage. So when would you want to take this particular tack? I like using the no connection at all approach when you want to reinforce the vibe or identity of your brand, when you want to evoke more of a feeling than a concept or a thought, or when you want to create more of an elevated experience. We see this in a lot of creative industries. You think of fragrance commercials or fashion advertising, or even movie trailers. There's imagery spliced in with the storytelling that doesn't really connect in any clear way to the content of what's being shared, but we come away with an emotional experience. We have a real response to it. And there's a definite vibe in each of those cases. In my copy coaching business, for example, I know that my audience is comprised mostly of health and wellness professionals who are pulled in a zillion different directions, feel a little or a lot of shame about what they don't yet know in marketing their businesses. And they often feel like they're in a race against the clock to figure it all out. And so I very deliberately will adopt the no connection at all approach to pairing words and images by choosing visuals that reinforce a serene, slow, disarming, and inviting sort of vibe. Next up, we have the loose or symbolic connection approach to pairing words and images. This is where the images you choose are not literally matching the content of what you've written, but it's not random either. One example I've heard my friends at Social Squares share before is an image of a zebra to symbolize the process of earning your stripes or the power of standing out in a crowd. You see, it's not a literal portrayal of the content that you're sharing, but it is very clearly symbolic of that. It's a metaphor. Other examples of this could include a window symbolizing new opportunities, or an image of falling leaves to symbolize evolution or letting go. Now, this approach will take a little thought on your part, but in my experience, healers and helpers are incredibly gifted at symbolic pairing. So much so, in fact, that as a whole, we tend to lean sometimes a little too hard into symbolic pairings without exploring the other types of approaches to pairing images and words. I talked about that a little bit in this earlier video about common mistakes that I see, so be sure to check that one out if you haven't already. I love this approach. It can be a wonderful way to convey an idea while expressing some of your creativity. You can really lean into your storytelling skills by using symbolic connection. It's also a great way to invite your audience into using a little bit more of their imagination as they interact with your content, or all of the above. So to help get your ideas flowing, I recommend setting a timer and just brain dumping every possible metaphor or symbol that you can think of. Oftentimes you'll find that there's a lot that you use over and over again in your work with clients and patients, and so add them to the doc. I recommend just keeping a running list. I think you'll be surprised by how many you already have bopping around in your beautiful brain. And last but not least, the final approach I want to share with you is the tight or literal connection between words and images. This is where the image conveys such a clear idea that you really don't even need the copy to explain it. The copy serves more as the fleshing out of the idea that is instantly communicated with that image. So this could be an image of a laptop or a cell phone paired with an announcement of a new event that you're rolling out online, or a shot of nursery items on a page announcing your new workshop for parents in the 4th trimester. This approach can be especially useful when you're announcing or promoting something where you really don't want the meaning to be lost, or when you're describing a new idea or concept that can be kind of difficult to understand or complex. We talk about this a lot around here, this importance of pulling back the curtain, demystifying the process of the work that we do for the people that we're trying to reach. In the wellness world, there could be so much misunderstanding, misinformation, fear, uncertainty. And so everything that we can do to remove that barrier for our people, the better, the more likely they're going to be to actually lean in and take us up on what we have to share. And the way that we approach our visuals is a huge piece of that puzzle. Now, as you're listening to these 3 approaches, I'm curious which one you find yourself using most often. Usually there's one that we favor over the others. So let me know below. I'm curious. There's no right or wrong answer when it comes to pairing words and images, but these 3 approaches I think play best when they're used in combination with one another. Follow one exclusively over the others and you run the risk of losing the balance that's going to create a really nice cohesive picture. And if you could use some help pulling together that cohesive picture for your business, I couldn't recommend Social Squares more highly. Social Squares is the premier styled stock photography subscription service. Included in your subscription is a growing catalog of gorgeous images. I think the most recent figure I've been quoting is 6,000 images, but they upload new images every week, and I've been saying that number for a while now, so it's for sure more than that by now. The variety of images and the quality is stunning. And what I love most is everything you can do with this catalog. Using the custom curation feature, you can actually go in and change your preferences so it pulls for you your own custom selection of images. For example, if I wanted to, I could change all of this up, put in some different colors and keywords, and just like that, it would pull a totally different set of images for me to check out. You also have the option to save favorites or download them right on the spot. Included in your subscription is both a growing set of captions to pair with your images, as well as a library of marketing trainings exclusively for Social Squares members to help support you in doing business beautifully. I've been a happy Social Squares member from the start, and I am now a proud affiliate for the brand. So if you sign up using my link below and give it a try for yourself, I would love to send you a little gift as a thank you. I've written a special set of customizable captions, which you can use on social media, email, wherever you market your business, basically. I want to send them to you for free. Go ahead and sign up at the link below, then send me a message to let me know I'm a Social Squares member, and I will send them over to you. I hope this helped spark some new ideas for how you can pair words with your images. We've got a whole playlist going, so you choose what is most helpful to you or binge the whole thing Netflix style. This month, we're diving into Oh my God, that was a bird. Are you okay? Okay. Whew. Whew.